zero state income tax, golf every single day, 75 degrees in January, and a house that costs less than $400,000. This place exists in America right now, and it is not even number one on this list. Today we are counting down the 10 best places to retire in the United States. Real prices, real budgets. One of them has more golf carts than cars. Stay until the end, because number one keeps topping every ranking for a reason. Let us start. Number 10, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Median home price, $450,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $3,800. We are opening with a curveball. Most retirement lists stuff the top 10 with sunshine states. Ann Arbor sits in Michigan, where winter is a real thing and snow is not a novelty. It's so. Why does a cold weather college town beat out dozens of beach destinations? One word: healthcare. Ann Arbor is home to the University of Michigan Medical System, consistently ranked among the best hospital networks in the country. And here is what retirees learn fast. Proximity to world-class medicine matters more than proximity to a palm tree. But Ann Arbor is not just a hospital with a city wrapped around it. The downtown is genuinely walkable, not just advertised as walkable. There is a thriving farmers market, a live music scene that punches far above the city's weight, and the Mathai Botanical Gardens for anyone who wants a quiet afternoon outside. The Huron River runs right through town. Fly fishing, kayaking, long trails that follow the water for miles. Drive 90 minutes and you are in Detroit. Drive 3 hours and you are on the shore of Lake Michigan for the best freshwater beaches in the country. What you gain: genuine culture, 4 real seasons, top-tier medicine, a walkable downtown that stays alive year-round. What you lose: winters that test you. Michigan's tax treatment of retirement income is middle of the road, not a deal breaker, but not a draw. Ann Arbor is the pick for retirees who refuse to give up intellectual life just because they stopped working. Number 9. Tampa, Florida. Median home price, $410,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, about $3,900. Moving into warmer territory. And here is the thing about Tampa that separates it from every other Florida option. It has a real airport. Its Tampa International is consistently ranked one of the best mid-sized airports in America, which matters more than you think when your kids live in another state and your grandkids need visiting. Tampa gives you big city amenities without Miami prices, 4 professional sports teams, a riverwalk that rivals anything in the South, Bayshore Boulevard, the longest continuous sidewalk in the world at 4.5 miles, packed every morning with walkers and cyclists. Ybor City for history and cigars. St. Petersburg just across the bay for one of the best art museums in Florida and the legendary Dali Museum, and the beaches. Clearwater Beach is 40 minutes away and has been ranked the #1 beach in America more than once. Healthcare is strong. Tampa General Hospital is nationally ranked across multiple specialties. Moffitt Cancer Center is one of the top cancer treatment centers in the country. 0 state income tax, no tax on Social Security. What you gain: a city that feels alive at every age, world-class medicine, major airport access, and winters that never require a coat. What you lose: summer humidity that will test your patience. Hurricane season is real, and you need to plan for it. But if you want Florida retirement without slowing down, Tampa delivers. Number 8. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Median home price, $310,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $3,400. The lowest price on this entire top 10. That is the kind of number that turns a tight retirement into a comfortable one. And here is what nobody tells you about Lancaster. Pennsylvania does not tax Social Security. It does not tax pension income. It does not tax 401k or IRA withdrawals after age 59 and a half. For retirees living primarily off retirement accounts, Pennsylvania is quietly one of the most tax-friendly states in the country. Lancaster itself is a working town with deep roots. Amish country is right there. You can drive 10 minutes out of downtown and be watching horse-drawn buggies on farm roads. Central Market, operating since 1730, is the oldest continuously running farmers market in America. The downtown art scene is bigger than the population suggests. Hospital access is strong through Penn Medicine Lancaster General Health. An hour and a half gets you to Philadelphia. 2.5 hours puts you in Washington, D.C. 3.5 hours and you are in New York City. What you gain? Real affordability, serious tax savings, a walkable historic downtown, and easy access to 3 major cities without the cost of living near any of them. What you lose? Real winters. And if beach life is your retirement dream, Lancaster is not your town. But for retirees who want their money to actually last, Lancaster is the quiet winner on this list. Number 7. Boise, Idaho. Median home price, $475,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, about $3,900. Boise has been one of the fastest growing retirement destinations in America for a reason. What Boise offers that few places can match is 4 real seasons without Midwest winters. Summers are warm and dry, winters are cold but relatively short, springs and falls last long enough to actually enjoy them. The Boise River Greenbelt runs 25 miles through the city. Bike paths, parks, and fishing access all the way through downtown. Bogus Basin Ski Resort is 45 minutes away. The Sawtooth Mountains are a short drive for some of the best hiking and camping in the western United States. Downtown Boise is compact, walkable, and has a farm-to-table food scene that rivals cities twice its size. St. Luke's health system provides strong regional health care. Crime rates are among the lowest for any city this size in the country. Idaho taxes Social Security at 0, but does tax other retirement income, so the tax picture is mixed. What you gain? Outdoor recreation that would cost you 5 times as much in Colorado. A clean, safe, growing city with a real downtown. Genuine 4-season living. It's air quality that makes you forget what smog smells like. What you lose? Housing prices that have climbed fast, so the window of affordability is narrowing. And Boise sits far from everything. The nearest major airport hub usually requires a connection. Still, for retirees who want to stay active and cannot stand crowds, Boise might be the best pick on this entire list. Number 6. Fort Myers, Florida. Median home price, $385,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $3,800. Fort Myers is Naples with a smaller price tag. For coastal Florida, those numbers are surprisingly reasonable. Fort Myers sits on the Caloosahatchee River and opens directly onto the Gulf of Mexico. Sanibel Island is 20 minutes away. World famous for shelling, unspoiled beaches, and wildlife refuges. Captiva Island is right next to it with some of the most photographed sunsets in North America. The downtown Fort Myers River District has been revitalized into a walkable historic zone with restaurants, galleries, and live music multiple nights a week. The Edison and Ford Winter Estates are here. Thomas Edison's winter home, his botanical gardens, and the museum that documents 50 years of inventions happening right in this town. Healthcare is strong through Lee Health, the region's largest hospital system. 0 state income tax, no Social Security tax, no tax on pensions or retirement account withdrawals. What you gain? Gulf beaches, warm winters, real retirement tax savings, and access to some of the most beautiful barrier islands in America. What you lose? Hurricane season hits this part of Florida hard, and rebuilding from Hurricane Ian in 2022 is still visible in places. Summer humidity is intense, but for retirees who want the Naples lifestyle at a Lancaster price, Fort Myers is the hidden value play of Florida retirement. Number 5, Charleston, South Carolina. Median home price, $560,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $4,200. Not cheap. But what you get for the money is unusual. Charleston is the pick for retirees who want history, culture, and the coast all in one place. Charleston has been named the best city in America by Travel and Leisure more times than any other destination in the country. The historic downtown is a preservation of colonial architecture, cobblestone streets, and antebellum mansions overlooking the harbor. You can walk from restaurant to gallery to waterfront park without ever getting in a car. The food scene is legitimate. Husk, Fig, and The Ordinary are restaurants people fly in to experience. The beaches are right there. Folly Beach for surfing, Isle of Palms for families and calmer water, Sullivan's Island for a quieter day. Healthcare is strong through the Medical University of South Carolina, a major teaching hospital with nationally ranked specialties. South Carolina does not tax Social Security. The state also gives a generous retirement income deduction for residents over 65. Fort Sumter, Middleton Place Plantation, and the ancient Angel Oak Tree are all within a short drive. What you gain: walkable beauty, coastal access, serious food culture, and real tax advantages. What you lose: housing costs are climbing quickly. Summer heat and humidity are no joke. Hurricane exposure is real. But Charleston consistently ranks among the happiest cities in America for residents over 60. And once you walk its streets, you understand why, real quick. If this list is helping you think about your next chapter, hit subscribe. It is free, and it helps me make more videos like this. Now, let us get into the top 4. Number 4, The Villages, Florida. Median home price, $390,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $3,600. The Villages is unlike anywhere else in America. And here is what separates this place from every other retirement destination in the country. The Villages is a 55 and over master planned community that has grown into the largest age-restricted development on the planet. We are talking more than 80,000 residents spread across 3 counties. And yes, the golf cart thing is real. There are more than 100 miles of golf cart paths. People drive golf carts to the grocery store, to dinner, to church, to the doctor. The town is literally designed around them. There are over 50 golf courses inside the community, more than 100 recreation centers, thousands of resident-run clubs for everything from pickleball to woodworking to astronomy to line dancing. Free activities happen every day. You will not be bored here. You will be exhausted from choosing between options. The Villages has its own hospitals and an urgent care network built specifically for the population it serves. 0 state income tax. Medical specialists everywhere because the demand is right there. What you gain: instant community, built-in social life, and an entire infrastructure designed around active retirement. What you lose: if you want diversity of age, culture, or environment, the Villages is homogeneous by design. It is also firmly inland, no beaches nearby. But if you are dreading an isolated retirement, no place in America matches the Villages for built-in social connection. Number 3, Asheville, North Carolina. Median home price, $430,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $3,700. Asheville is the mountain alternative to the beach lifestyle. Asheville sits in the Blue Ridge Mountains at an elevation of 2,200 feet, which means summers stay cooler than the rest of the South, and winters are mild enough to actually enjoy. The Biltmore Estate is here, the largest privately owned home in America, with 8,000 acres of gardens and trails that retirees with annual passes treat like a neighborhood park. The Blue Ridge Parkway begins just outside town, giving you access to some of the most beautiful drives in North America. Great Smoky Mountains National Park is 45 minutes away. The River Arts District downtown is packed with working artist studios and craft breweries. Asheville has more breweries per capita than any city in America. The food scene is nationally recognized and built on local mountain ingredients. Mission Health is the largest hospital system in western North Carolina and gives the region strong medical coverage. North Carolina does tax some retirement income, but Social Security is exempt, and the overall cost of living makes up for it. What you gain: mountain air, genuine culture, a food and craft scene that punches well above the city's weight, and some of the most beautiful landscape in the eastern United States. What you lose: housing has gotten more expensive quickly. Asheville is popular, and the secret is out. But for retirees who want the South without the flatness and heat of Florida, Asheville is the answer. Number 2, Sarasota, Florida. Median home price, $485,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $4,100. Sarasota is the refined side of Florida retirement. Sarasota has been consistently ranked the #1 place to retire in America by U.S. News and World Report multiple years running. The reasons are layered. Start with the beaches. Siesta Key Beach is regularly ranked the best beach in America. Its sand is nearly pure quartz, so fine and so white it stays cool under bare feet even in July. Lido Key and Longboat Key are nearby, each with their own character. The art scene in Sarasota is unusual for a city this size. The Ringling Museum of Art is one of the largest museum complexes in the southeastern United States. The Sarasota Opera, the Sarasota Ballet, and the Sarasota Orchestra all operate year-round. Downtown Sarasota is walkable, waterfront, and packed with restaurants that rival anything in Miami. Healthcare is outstanding. And Sarasota Memorial Hospital is nationally ranked in multiple specialties and has repeatedly been named one of the best hospitals in Florida. Zero state income tax. No Social Security tax. No pension tax. What you gain? The best beach in America, serious cultural depth, top-tier healthcare, and all the tax advantages of Florida without the chaos of Miami. What you lose? Housing has climbed steadily. Summer heat and humidity are brutal. Hurricane exposure is real. But if you want the Florida retirement dream executed at the highest level, Sarasota is where you start looking. Number 1, Naples, Florida. Median home price, $630,000. Monthly cost of living for a couple, around $4,800. Yes, it is the most expensive city on this list, and here is why it is still ranked number 1. Naples sits on the Gulf of Mexico in southwest Florida and has topped retirement rankings for more years than any other city in America. Naples has the highest concentration of millionaires per capita in the United States, and that translates into infrastructure that simply does not exist in most American cities. Healthcare in Naples is extraordinary. NCH Healthcare System has been repeatedly named one of the top 50 hospitals in America. Specialists you would wait months to see in other cities are available within days here. The beaches are some of the cleanest and most protected in Florida. Soft white sand, calm Gulf water, sunsets that people write poetry about. Fifth Avenue, South Downtown, is a walkable district of boutiques, restaurants, and art galleries that rivals anything in Beverly Hills. The Naples Pier, Clam Pass Park, our Delnor Wiggins Pass, State Park, and the 10,000 Islands Wildlife Refuge are all within 30 minutes. Everglades National Park is 45 minutes away. Marco Island is 20 minutes south. Zero state income tax. No tax on Social Security or retirement income. Naples consistently ranks first or second in the Gallup Well-Being Index for cities in America. Residents here live longer, report higher happiness, and see some of the best healthcare outcomes in the country. What you gain? The single best infrastructure for retirement in America. World-class medicine, unmatched beaches, elite dining, zero taxes, and a community of people who chose to be there. What you lose? The price of entry. Naples is not cheap, but if budget is not your primary constraint and you want the absolute best retirement America has to offer, Naples is number 1 for a reason. So, there you have it. 10 places where retirement is not just survivable, it is genuinely great. Hit the like button so more people see it. Hit subscribe so you do not miss the next one. I am putting out more videos. And drop a comment below. Which of these cities would you actually move to? Or which one did I miss? I read every comment. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.